Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're off from Baltimore. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
Ready?
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10.
Ready?
McCarthy starting off with a throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First down from the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they'll try to build on that big stop.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play, and boy, did the defense do it there. Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that. Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal.
Go! Check go!
Back to the air, McCarthy. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Set! Ready?
Third and goal for McCarthy. He's on the move. And this is intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And he makes the Heffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that third down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic, not just knock that ball away.
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Buffalo 18! Let's go!
Trying again after the pick, McCarthy. And after the pick six, it's another interception! And the Ravens have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Jackson looking to throw right away. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket.
Forward.
After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did. He simply has to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. What is it on?
Jackson now, 3rd and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kobe Durant has it. And the Saints will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Come on, set, go!
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Ravens get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Forced out to his right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Saints get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. So it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Looking for somewhere to throw. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Avoid some trouble there. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down. Line of scrimmage once again, that 70-yard line as they get set. 2nd and goal. Now McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
On the jump.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Here's McCarthy to throw. Swift hauls it in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
McCarthy to throw for it. Intercepted in the end zone. Nate Wiggins has got it. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. Well, we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. Yeah, no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. They just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff or going 100+ for a pick six. Wow.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive.
Okay, ready?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Dragon 60. Ready?
Back to the air following the pick six. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Go! 60 Bobcat, go!
Trying again following the set. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Set! Get up!
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Looking. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Here comes the Saints punting unit. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Juke the defender. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Ravens more than happy to take over in enemy territory. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game. But boy, Brock, what a shot.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 2-score game early. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter. Ravens in possession. They have it on 2nd and short. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st down, and they go right. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Hey, report. Sit up.
They'll run here following the penalty.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 28. That one's complete over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Go right here. You at X. You at X. 180.
Jackson, quick pass wide. Has room into the secondary. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
T, ready? Let's go, let's go.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Hot.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Kate, little good news, bad news, right? Bad news, you take a sack. Good news is you do actually have a few more plays in your playbook. Everybody always says, well, you got more room to operate. No, what you have are now more options with that offense. Now you got to avoid taking a sack and get that ball out of your hands.
Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is. If he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Has it in close. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Ready?
McCarthy throwing here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one intended for the running back. So 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And the offense recovers. They can still advance it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Another try following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Come on, set. 19 tight, 19 tight. Hut.
Now it's McCarthy. On the move, headed right. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Ravens. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and the next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
180.
Working inside the red zone. Getting out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and of course, his throwaway.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
180.
Here we go, right up the gut. And he gets in, touchdown. The Ravens are running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens continue piling onto this lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready, ready.
McCarthy looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Ready?
1st and 10, here's McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
On the ready. Set, go.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He's on the move. And they pick him off again. And the Ravens have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Kobe Durant has it. And the Saints get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
2nd and 6 coming up here. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Hunt.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That's caught beyond the marker. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Back to the air, McCarthy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Ready.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is picked up by the Ravens. Built on the site of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decades since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're off from Baltimore. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
McCarthy starting off with a throw. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Mustang 19. Set up. Hut 19. Cub 19. Hut, hut.
McCarthy to throw it. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Chap 60, chap 60. Ready, ready?
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
60 Bison. Come on, come on.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Ready? Go!
2nd and 10 now. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. They connect on the deep shot. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive. In the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
From the red zone now. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Saints finish up an excellent opening series. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. That's up and through for the point after. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
180. 180. What a shot. Get hot.
Jackson looking to throw right away. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Chased out to his right. That's incomplete left side. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Alpha, sit hot. Why not? Sit hot.
Lamar now from the gun. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Here we go, here we go. And up.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Ravens have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
We see quarterbacks in this league love targeting their slot guys so often. They get plenty of chances defensively to take one the other way. Nice to see him come through with that one. And what a great read to get in position for that pick.
Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Forced out to his right. Now he'll heave this one deep down. Wide open down the field, and he has it. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Justin Tucker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens push their lead to 3. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Hey.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Again, he's under pressure and he goes down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He'll get this one to Brown. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
He's got this at the 27. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Nice return there, 15 yards gain. And the Ravens will go on offense. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. On the move, headed right. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Blitz coming, Lamar. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up second down. Throwing again is Lamar. Has it down close. Touchdown, Baltimore. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose. And it bounces out of bounds for the touchback. So no harm, no foul. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Dragon 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Hut, hut.
Here's McCarthy, first and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Set. 19 Lions. Ready, ready.
Now it's McCarthy. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Let's go.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Buys time, rolling right. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Shut up. Go.
Second and 8. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. Another score here in this first quarter, Brock, as they continue dominating in this opening frame.
You know what I love here, Kate? This defense is seizing on a sputtering opponent, and they're actively trying not just to defend the lead, but to add to it.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens take a 3-possession lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
They send the tight end in motion. Has a man. It's Brown. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 24-7 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They've got second and 7 to start. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
An individual player taking over a drive isn't limited to just skilled players on the offense. If a defender gets in a groove like this, he can wreck a drive single-handedly with his pass rush. That is back-to-back sacks for him now. And it sure seems like whatever move he's throwing out there, it's working.
The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
Sit up.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Taking a big shot for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Sit on. Sit on.
From the gun, Jackson. Still going inside the 35. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens make it a 24-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
60 Maverick, 60, 70, check go.
McCarthy throwing here. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Continuing to move past the 45. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Okay, ready?
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Mustang 19. Hut, hut.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Come 19, come 19. Ready, ready?
McCarthy operating from the pistol. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Ready? Go!
Back to the air, McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Let's go now. Get up.
From the 31. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Warriors 70. Go! Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth.
Trap 60. Tag. Buffalo 18. 70 Ranger. Hook.
McCarthy to throw for it. He finds him beyond the marker. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on fourth down and pick up the first.
A gain of 14. And the Saints first down.
Let's go. Check go.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Set up. Ready.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss.
Panther 11. Here we go. Set.
Throwing on third, McCarthy. He's on the move. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the inner harbor. The Saints in possession. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
7 Pirates. Hut.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So the incompletion on first. Here's 2nd and goal.
Come on. Set. Street. 79 Bronco. Dragon 60. Ready.
McCarthy looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. They've held them out twice.
Ready?
Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Sixty Bobcat. Go.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Escapes out to the left. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Ready. Lion.
Here's McCarthy to throw. And oh, he got it! Interception! Marcus Williams has it. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
180. Set up.
Throwing from near his own goal line. That's completed right side. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Set hot, hot. No, we changed it. Set hot.
Lamar now from the gun. Big gain downfield. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second.
Get hot, hot. Get hot.
First down, here's Lamar. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Okay.
Got it. Ready.
Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family, because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
Chased out to his right. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break.
Let's go now.
Throwing it just before halftime. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it again. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Fielded at the 7. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Ready, hot. Get hot.
Here's the handoff. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
180. Get hot.
Back-to-back carries here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Teerlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money.
Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Saints get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
They'll take over 1st
They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second. Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
McCarthy trying again on second down. On the move, headed right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You know, we're so often in today's game looking for this, that escapability, and I love that, getting out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connection on the other end.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Let's go. Ready?
McCarthy to throw it. He has the first over the middle, and he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Shut up.
From the red zone now. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is picked up by the Ravens. It's a foot race. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. That was awesome. The return became a question of, does he have enough steam to make it back before someone runs him down?
That is the most sprinting we're going to see him do on a football field, maybe his whole life. That distance, whole lot more than the few yards he's usually running towards quarterback in the pocket. But he had enough to reach that goal line. You're darn right he did. He could sense it, and he wanted it.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens continue piling on to this lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
Ready.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Here we go. Set.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Buys time, rolling right. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Ready, set.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Come on.
From the 32. Rolling left, buying some time. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Ready, break. Cougar 19. Ready.
McCarthy throwing here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They're out now, ready to punt it. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. They're going for this. And they got home, sacked him on fourth down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. But that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Mustang 19. Set.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended target. And it's going to be second down.
Rocco 80. Hut, hut.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended target. So they're left facing third and long.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready?
Now it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 41.
Let's go now.
Back to the air, McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Zay Flowers. So it's second down coming up.
Go! Go!
They are throwing it again. He'll get this one to Adams. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Cup 19. Set.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Flushing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
So for those of you keeping track, we get a solid completion for decent yardage on first, and then we go backwards on second. Kate, I guess we got a quality rubber match right here on third down.
Ready?
McCarthy throwing on third down. He'll get this to Henry. He breaks a tackle, and he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Here we go, set.
McCarthy throwing on fourth down. He finds him beyond the marker. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
70 range, 70 range. Ready?
Trying again, following the sack. Escapes the pocket. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now we have a member of the Saints injured after that play and obviously in need of some assistance. To the line we go. They're set, first and 10. First throw for the backup now. To the right, and intercepted. Broke through the tackle. Has room down the left sideline. Hits the 20. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-six touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens tackle.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Set, put.
Trying again after the pick. McCarthy searches. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
79 Broncos. Set, go.
Another try following the sack. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. This one misses the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, so it denies the 1st down.
Escapes the pocket. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
13.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
180.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Go. 180. Set hard.
They give it to him again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Set hard.
From the gun, Jackson. Chased out to his right. Looking right, and he finds him. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs, just as they did.
Bullock's kick is good. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
You get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Let's go now.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got some. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
McCarthy looking to throw. He's on the move. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunky yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
4th and 3, drive on the line. McCarthy to throw for it. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
Coaches challenge you to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Ravens call in on Justin Tucker for the field goal. From the left hash, this is from 47. Tucker's kick is up and good. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
Now McCarthy. Catch made over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Set up.
Here's McCarthy to throw. Getting out to his left. He's going to keep it this time. And what a hit there. Ouch, he pays the price for moving the chains that time.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here we go, set. Ready, ready?
First and 10, here's McCarthy. Escapes out to the left. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
18, Pioneer. Come on, come on.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. Shakes himself free. And he's brought down at the line.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place.
Okay,
You're
ready?
searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's
19
none to be
tight,
had.
19
That
tight.
time, nowhere to go,
Go.
and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. Go. Sit hot.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
No return on that punt. And the Saints will get set to take over. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
18, Radley, 18.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Caught by Flowers. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. This is brought in at the 15. And what a hit there. Ouch, he pays the price for moving the chains that time.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off. I love the mobility here. Starts great, escapes the pressure, get out of harm's way. You just wish if you're the offense here, you could have found a completion to keep in rhythm.
McCarthy trying again on second down. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Come 19! Come 19! Ready?
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Saints making the scoreboard look a touch better. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, boy, it's intercepted. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. The 30. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And I guess they've had enough of this possession. They've got the punter out there on first down. Absolutely crushed his first punch, and here's another huge one. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Huh.
McCarthy to throw it. Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And instead of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott.